If you've ever gotten to the point where you say, I'm done, this person needs to leave me alone, and then it feels amazing for about 5 minutes, and then you start to feel kind of lonely or unsure about your decision. I'm the same. And if you keep losing energy or people in your life because your boundaries turn into brick walls, then this video is definitely for you. I'm Tanya, your neurodivergent yoga teacher for real life, because adulting while neurodivergent needs a different kind of yoga. And here we talk about how to regulate without trying to be perfect. So a few months ago, someone I care about texted me asking for a favor, and it was not the first favor they had asked me for. And I didn't even open it. I just tossed my phone aside, told myself, right now I'm protecting my peace and I don't want to engage with this person. And at first it felt really good, actually. Like I was setting this really healthy boundary after a long time, like it was a long time past. But then later, when I started to really think about it, my whole body felt really tight and kind of uneasy. My jaw was clenched and I wasn't relaxed. I was tense about what I had done. And then that's when I started to think about something really important. I was realizing that I actually wasn't grounding myself when I thought I was making this healthy boundary. I was actually putting up some armor and protecting myself from what I felt like was this person maybe trying to take advantage of me. A lot of times, many of us have never learned what enough feels like. We learned what too much feels like after we've already crashed and people have pushed way past our boundaries, and we have said yes to maybe stay safe or to keep the peace. And if you're in midlife like me, that pattern can run really deep. And so when we do finally try to set limits, it often comes out as, you know what, I'm done. I used to think that was failure, but now I'm realizing that it's actually feedback. It means that my body has started to beg me for space, and it finally decided to just take it by force. And then this is where yoga comes in. Not the yoga studio poses version, but the awareness one where yoga is about breath, rest, and noticing what's happening in your body before you start to spin out and have those reactions. Yoga is a really great support system in this way because it gives us a way to sense our limits before everything really gets overloaded and we reach our breaking point. So try this with me. Put your hand on your belly and take a slow breath into your ribs. And think about something that's been draining you lately, something or someone. And as you're breathing, notice what your body does. Is it breathing freely, or does your breath feel tight, slow, shallow? And our breath keeps us connected to these things. When everything else is coming at us, our breath is a window into what our boundaries are doing. Are they working for us? And when we focus on our belly, a lot of times that's where the instinct first starts to build in our belly. What is our gut telling us about this situation? And then we can move up to our heart, and our heart is our emotional center. It tells us what is really going on here. How can we work with this person if we want to keep them in our lives? And then we can, after we make that decision or that determination, then we can move up into our head and think about the words that we need to use. So belly, heart, head, and asking our body to guide us. And once we have the words, we can say things like, I care about you, but right now I just need things to be quiet because I'm exhausted or I can't process anything else. Or you can tell your friend, like I should have told my friend, I just don't have the capacity for that right now. Why don't we get in touch next week and we'll see how things are then. If you have used putting up brick walls as a survival mechanism like me, honor that because they have kept us safe when we needed them. But a lot of times we hold them, we build them up for too long. And when we do that, we don't leave a lot of room or space to break them down after time if we need to. So think about that next time when you go through to set a boundary. Are you setting a healthy boundary, or are you putting up a brick wall when you don't necessarily need to? A lot of times people don't understand what our boundaries are because we cannot communicate them effectively. Like I said, we hold back or we silence ourselves as a way to protect ourselves. I really want to hear about you. I really want to hear from you about this one. If you were me, what would you have done? Would you have answered the text? Would you have ignored it? Would you have done something else entirely? I really want to know because it'll not only help me, but it could help somebody else who's reading the comments and watching the video. And your stories really help other people, including me, realize that they are not the only ones trying to figure all of this stuff out. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale and exhale. If this video helped, subscribe so you can find out what's coming up next. Take what you can from this video and leave the rest, and I'll see you next time.